Welcome to the latest edition of our weekly firmware magazine. You can think of it as your go-to resource to find out which of your Samsung devices has received a new update or if it's going to receive a new firmware update in the near future. To keep things interesting, we present the firmware magazine in new designs every week. It will always include the important details about firmware updates such as the firmware versions, device model numbers, Android OS versions and the country where said update is out already. Samable Firmware Update Magazine. Keep in mind, however, that these firmware details are based on the firmware that are available in our database. In some cases, the latest updates might not show in the same week as the full firmware files take additional time to make it to our database. The purpose of this magazine is to bring all of that important information about firmware updates to you, the reader, in a manner that's easy to comprehend. Even if you're new to the world of firmware, you'll have no trouble making sense of it all. Click on the image below to grab the latest firmware magazine. Welcome to the latest edition of our weekly firmware magazine.